Today we've got a very exciting topic. I'm sure all of you are going to love it. We are going to be talking about pronunciation. Pronunciation, how you speak your words, how you pronounce them. Like the way I'm saying pronunciation, how you pronounce words, how you fold your tongue into making words come out the right way. Okay, so I've written for you a few examples, but before we do that, we're going to first listen to an audio, a very short audio clip where someone is going to be pronouncing words. They're going to be pronouncing different words, and then you're going to watch a video of someone showing you how to pronounce certain words. So sit back, relax, and then I'm going to give you a few minutes for you to first listen to the audio or the video, and then when you guys are done, I'm going to be asking you a few questions. Is that okay? See you shortly. Well, I'm back again, and I'm sure you guys, you heard how she pronounced her words, and you listened to the audio as well. So I've also written a few words for you up there. I've just written for about 8 different words. They are similar words with almost same pronunciation but different meanings. Same pronunciation but different meanings. So the first word that I've wrote there is fair. Like for example, you can say to me, but ma'am, it's not fair that you gave me a few marks. Ma'am, it's not fair that she took my food. Ma'am, it's not fair that she took my pencil without asking from me. And then we have another word, fare. Fare is when, for example, you are paying a certain fare for something. Like when you're boarding on the bus, you pay a certain amount of money, which is called a fare. Okay, how much was the fare? Like how much did you pay in the bus? That is fare. And then we have the first fare. Remember we said the first fare is like, ma'am, it's not fair that she took my food. It's not fair that she took my pencil. So I want you to pronounce it like the way that I'm pronouncing it. All of you say fair. Say fair, as in it's not fair that she took. Say fair and fair. Yes, very slowly. Say fair and fair. I'm sure you can hear at the end of my tone where there's an RE and where there's an IR. Because I've just said fair and fair. It's not fair for her to take my pen. I just paid an amount of $10 fair. Fair is when you pay, and then fair is when something is not fair on your side, whereby you do not correspond to what has recently happened or what would have just happened. So the next word is C and C. C and C. Right. The difference between these words is the letter E. Both words start with S-E, and the second one is S-E, but now with the different words, the one ends with an A, and the other one ends with an E. That is the different. So there is C, that I can see you, you are looking at me. I can see the sun over there. I can see a lot of kids playing around. And you can say, the second C, today the tides of the sea were very high. The tides of the sea were very high. Of the sea as in sea of water, the sea at the beach. Water, now we're talking about the sea. Plenty of water flowing by the beach, that is the sea. And then we've got C for seeing something. I can see you. So now I want you to pronounce C and C. C and C. Because if you're quite familiar with the two words, You can, most people, they do pronounce it the same way, but there is a huge difference. The difference is the letter A, and the other C, for C with your two eyes, is the letter E. So pronounce with me very slowly. C for the water. Pronounce it as C for seeing. So pronounce the two words. C and C. C and C. So the two different words is, when I'm saying see, it's like I'm seeing for the water, and see, I can see you. I've seen the sea, it's beautiful. The difference is an A and an E. So you should be very careful when you're pronouncing two similar words but with two different meanings at the same time. And then I have 3 more words. I've got two, and two. Did you get that? I've got 2. I've got to go to the shops. I've got to see my friends. I've got to go to school. I've got to do this. I've got to is something, an action that you have to do. And then there is 2. My friend and I, the both of us, we love to go and play. And then you have these 2. I too love watching TV. I too enjoy eating chicken. I too, I love eating my cake. And then we have 2, like the